Are you feeling so stressed, overwhelmed, and anxious that you don't even know where to start with all the things that you need to get done? I know those days all too well where life gets so crazy that it feels like it's on ×2 speed or something. If you're new here, hi, my name is Kayo. I'm a certified nutritionist and health coach, and today I'm going to give you my top 6 micro habits to reduce stress, overwhelm, and anxiety. I try to do them almost every single day because they literally reduce my stress and anxiety almost instantly and get me through really busy days if I religiously stick with them and incorporate as many as possible of them each day. So let's jump straight in. Tip number 1 is to clean one thing. You can do your dishes, you can clean your bathroom, you can change your bed sheets, anything small that will get some of your space back in order. Because clutter around you can really create clutter in your mind. So cleaning just that one thing daily can really help establish order and calm. Cleaning can also create a visual sense of accomplishment, which can also again calm your nervous system and clear your thoughts. Studies have also shown that a tidy space reduces cortisol, which is your stress hormone, and also increases your ability to focus. And it doesn't have to be perfect, progress is enough. Even clearing something like your desk or just a corner of your desk can already create a mental shift. Tip number 2 is if you're feeling overwhelmed by the amount of tasks that you need to get done, I always recommend starting your day with a huge brain dump. So literally brain dump everything that comes to your mind, which means write it down, take a piece of paper, write down every single thing that comes to mind, whether that is work tasks, personal errands, or even just your random thoughts that float around. What am I going to wear to X event? And then we want to break those big vague tasks into much smaller and actionable steps. So for example, for me, one of the big tasks at the moment is to plan the wedding menu. Now for that small actionable steps would be to contact the venue, get some options, go through them with my partner, make a decision of what we want to serve, then email the venue coordinator, perhaps schedule a tasting, and so on and so forth. And so from that list you just created, you want to pick 5 tasks for your day. And those tasks should be based on urgency, not importance. So the 5 most urgent tasks you're going to pick for that day. And then anything that you didn't get to do rolls over to the next day, and you fill those empty spots with some new items from that list. This process really helps me to declutter my brain and avoid that decision fatigue. So it makes those tasks and my day in general feel much more manageable and also way less overwhelming. And sometimes it even helps me to do that brain dump in the evening right before I go to bed, because it really helps me wind down and be able to fall asleep without those racing thoughts of the million things that I need to keep track of or do. And then in the morning you make your to-do list like I just explained. Tip number 3 is to do one nervous system hack in the middle of the day to really reset your stress levels. Your stress hormones and all that stress that you experience from to-do lists, deadlines, personal things that you need to take care of, all those things raise your stress levels, and those stress levels accumulate throughout the day. So what you want to do is find a way to release those stress hormones in the middle of the day so it doesn't even accumulate to a certain point where you can't handle it any longer. And I can sit here and tell you to meditate and all that, but I'm assuming that if you're at the point where you're so stressed out and overwhelmed that you don't even know where to start with all the things to do, you're most likely not wanting to sit still for 10 minutes and just sit there completely stressed out with your racing thoughts. Instead, there are so many evidence-based nervous system regulation hacks that don't require you to sit still and sometimes even work better. One of them is to physically shake your body. It might sound weird, but standing up, shaking your arms and legs, or even dancing for 5 minutes really de-stresses the body. You can also go outside and run around the block for 5 minutes. It really doesn't take long to shift your focus and boost your mood. You can also put some calming frequencies on and put your legs up the wall. So lay down, put your legs up the wall, because this not only restores blood flow, but also relaxes the body. All those things that I just mentioned are really great ways to de-stress your body almost instantly. But if you want to learn more about why they work so well, and if you need more tips, then I recommend this video up here, where I talk about my top 15 ways to regulate a dysregulated nervous system, all of which can be done in 5 minutes or less. The next tip is to cuddle. You may not realize how powerful touch can be in reducing stress and anxiety. Cuddling increases the release of oxytocin, which is also known as the love hormone or cuddle hormone, which lowers cortisol levels. So hug a loved one, hug your partner, hug your kids, even a pet, or if none of them are available, you can also self-cuddle. All you have to do for that is wrap your arms around your body and just sit there and hold tightly. According to research, a 20-second hug is most beneficial. So ask your friends, your family members, your partner, whoever for a long hug, or just self-cuddle yourself. Number 5 is to get sunlight exposure and fresh air. Trust me, nature is one of the most underrated stress relievers out there. Even if you're super busy, just prioritize 10 minutes outside daily, especially that morning sunlight. You've got to get that natural light exposure in the morning to help regulate your circadian rhythm, which impacts your sleep and mood, and to regulate your stress levels. If you don't have enough sunlight within the first 2 to 3 hours after waking up, you can always buy yourself a full spectrum daylight lamp. Going outside also means that you're gonna get some fresh air, which really helps with your focus, and walking outdoors, even if it's just for a short time, promotes that side to side eye movement, which again is linked to stress reduction. And just think about it like this, 10 minutes a day is just 1% of your entire day. And almost anything on your to-do list can wait for that long. And the clarity, mood booster, and focus you gain from that short amount of time outside will make you far more productive afterwards, which means you get more effective work done. And my last tip is to put your damn phone away for the last 2 hours before bedtime. Screen time before bed is probably one of the worst things you can do for your sleep quality, mental clarity, stress, and anxiety levels. Phones emit that blue light, which suppresses melatonin production and disrupts your natural sleep cycle. Doom scrolling late at night also stimulates delta brain waves, which leave you tired but wired at the same time. And anything you haven't finished until you go to bed will have to wait till the next morning. There's literally no point in trying to pack everything in at night because you're so stressed out about it. All that's doing is making you even more tired and stressed the next day. So believe me, if you just shut down your electronics, and I also count laptop and TV, you're gonna go into the next day so much more rested and relaxed, which will automatically make you so much more productive and efficient the next day. So turn off your devices 2 hours before going to bed and replace that screen time with either reading a book, drawing, painting, playing an instrument, talking to your partner, friend, family. You guys can play a game together. I don't know what you enjoy, just do something that doesn't involve your phones, your laptops, your TVs. And prioritize your winding down time, because a well-rested brain is much more productive, resilient, and less prone to stress. And if you now want to know how to create the optimal nighttime routine for the best sleep to reduce stress, overwhelm, anxiety, and just wake up rested and relaxed, then you should watch this video next, where I give you 11 science-backed tips on how to fall asleep fast, stay asleep for longer, and wake up rested and relaxed. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you over there.